Jordan, I have to do this.
Oh, he's stabbing me.
These two guys, they're two guys with a podcast, and I feel like
so far on
I
board.
know. So I think that we should learn from them.
Can I say, just based on what I know so far, and I will not retract this statement, I like them and I like what they're going to say.
You don't know anything yet.
Don't know anything, but I'm confident that whatever they say, and I will double down.
Would you not sleep with a girl just because she's on her period? Like, would you be like,
I'd be excited about the situation, actually. The blood coming from the cervix.
yeah.
I truthfully believe that it has some divinity to it. I believe that it has healing
I agree with
components.
that.
It's just something that I love to entertain and be a part of.
If I can't get my sword a little bloody, I'm not a good knight.
What do you think?
I recognize that guy.
I think he was on a...
Yeah, he's called Socrates, pal.
yeah.
He the book talk.
Apparently.
I don't have any strong feelings about that clip. I'll admit that.
You don't have strong feelings?
I don't have strong feelings about that clip.
He, like, would
It's at least harmless, you know what I mean? Although the last line, not so much.
It's like, is it?
I think it's because what I was anticipating is like, I literally won't even speak to a woman if they're on their period. And then like, it said it was just weird fetishization. And
Yeah, I
then
think that's
that
the
last
issue I
line
have is the
scary.
weird fetishization. And then the beginning part where it was quiet, so I don't know if you heard it, but he said, would you have sex with a girl who was on her period? And he said, I'd be excited, actually.
I'd be absolutely thrilled.
I'd be absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, I think I had to kind of boomerang there because I went like, oh, I'm so surprised it's not just misogyny. And then it caught me with something else really weird.
A girl wouldn't fart in front of you. Would you feel disrespected?
I would feel left out.
Yeah.
And this is why I started sniffing them.
Okay.
If I'm able to put my nose between two cheeks and take in a fart, that shows them I'm very comfortable with you.
That guy's a fucking freak, dude. His thing is always like, if a woman does it, I think it's beautiful.
I think there's something to like, it's a little pick me, certainly. Like,
a little?
There's certainly a Tidal Scotia pick me if you can spot it. But there's
If my girl takes a shit without me, I feel left out.
hello, need help? I
Just stick my nose between those cheeks.
I got wipes. I feel like some online people that are too online, that are too consumed by this kind of stuff, they cannot hold an interest, a preference, anything without applying some kind of like moral superiority to it or some kind of merit outside of just liking something. It's like, no, I don't just have like a weird kink. It's actually, I would sit down and listen.
Right.
I would actually, 60 by the way, I would actually
like
listen to women.
clinically pick me. It's like it's like scientifically engineered to be pick me content.
What's
comment,
the line?
No, literally.
I've had guys tell me they don't eat pussy.
That?
They don't do it.
And I've had girls tell me that my ex would go down on me, but be no more than 15 seconds.
Well, so I watched the long form version of this podcast
To learn?
They're just like that.
Yeah. Do you ever think like, what would you do if a woman cheated on you?
So I would like look inside of myself and figure out what I did wrong
Yeah, 6'2".
to deserve that.
No, please, no applause.
Please,
I mean,
no applause. We're having a
Jesus.
moment here. Yeah. So
I was just at my Mensa meeting that I then also, it was Mensa meeting, Notion meeting, 30 under 30 for most kids saved with charity, most 6'2" guy that respects women the most. And I was on my way home and I was thinking like, fuck, prejudice, fucking hate this
I was just
stuff.
thinking about that.
What do you think about like racism?
I think it's bad.
Oh my God, yeah, it's a woman.
And I was thinking about it the other day and it made me really sad.
Made me pissed off. I dislike it.
Yeah.
Actually, it was what, 16?
But like, I'm 6'1", by the way.
6'2",
But women are beautiful is what I was thinking of
like
all
them.
races.
It does feel the same way as like when you try and describe a dream and you're like, and my dad's face was the dog or something.
Dude, I've had guys tell me they don't eat. What's that about?
Dude, when I hear stuff like that, my first thought is, wow, I really love like women is what I
Yeah, I was like, if you can't appreciate the perfect beauty, angelic body of a woman,
their form.
their form, their mind, their brain. I love eating pussy because it's the closest I can get to appreciating her mind.
To kind of like finding an angelic state of which all women occupy.
It's the closest I've ever seen to God.
Because women and I am 6'3".
That's a good one. That's a good end.
I have sexomnia.
What's that?
You know, like sleepwalking? It's sleep f***ing.
That's
So I wake up in the middle of the night and I start f***ing.
that's dangerous. You need to be locked in a cage. I hope they put your penis in a straitjacket before bed every night.
Wait, and we're just not gonna ask a follow-up question.
That is almost, that's like in front of the judge. Like, no, it's sexomnia.
You
Your
just
Honor.
start fucking. Who do you start fucking? And do you have consent? The audience being like, I volunteer as tribute. Me next, King.
Is this a real thing?
It's called a wet dream. What do you mean fucking?
I mean,
That's like requires two people. If you start like humping the bed or something, whatever.
I just
Are
don't.
you a menace to society? Is that what we're learning?
In the lighter, like, tier ones where it's just like, you guys should be eating pussy. I think it's bad when you don't. That's like, I guess, like a net whatever. But there's always this like vibe of like, hey man, I'm just a nice guy. You should let me stay over. Actually, like,
Yeah.
we should go to a second location.
We should, and you trust me because I'm nice.
Shower sex, impossible. It doesn't work.
You just gotta
It is harder to do.
He's
But there's a way that you shoot the water right on their back.
right on their back.
Scoops around the butt. All this is air. And you keep it lubricated and you don't
All
let
of
water
this
get
is
in there.
air.
He's talking about farting.
He said shower sex is impossible and then described shower sex. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a life hack actually.
That's like he took the like Mr. Beast school of like use a topic sentence and instead of I found 100 boys and 100 girls, it's shower sex is impossible.
You'd think that I wouldn't be able to have sex in the shower.
Like period sex.
Yeah, you just lay a towel down.
Okay. Is this like the content farm? It's like you just get new people on and you ask them if they like period sex? Yeah.
I wonder if these are even in the podcast episodes, or if they do what we just did. And
I
then,
did.
like-
I had all these questions. I had all these questions, and the long form version of the podcast is just them like literally looking at a list of questions and just asking the questions back and forth.
It does kind of speak volumes that you can say it like really, really, really basic shit, and in comparison to a way a lot of people operate online, you look like a saint. It's like, yeah, I don't think I would kill my wife if she was on her period. I don't think I would do that.
Oh my god.
Thank you for your service.
I think the reason that he talks about sex so much is because he was on the Sex Addiction reality show.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he was on Too Hot to Handle. I learned after I made the video that he was on Too
Was
Hot.
it like a more recent season, or do I just not
Yeah,
remember him?
no, it wasn't one of the first seasons.
His name is Peter Vigilante.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's actually my name.
Like period sex.
Yeah, you just lay a towel down.
A lot of my friends won't do it.
Dude, I think men need to man the f***
Right. Right. What's a little blood?
You let my worry about that.
We go in the shower and wash my.
Or we don't.
We let it
You
marinate.
let it dry up, and you pull the little period crisps.
Dude, you gotta start showering. I mean, it is like I get it. They're just riffing around. They're just having fun. I just I think maybe the
I'm the opposite of you. Normally you're the hater, and I'm the one who's like, no, this sucks. This fucking will not defend it. It's also just doesn't come up organically. It's
That's the thing I find cringe is like, okay, they can be unfunny, right? That's fine. Whatever. Go nuts. People maybe enjoy it.
Why are the hottest girls in the world always girls that have a name that ends in an A and sounds like
Yeah.
If you find a girl
Yeah.
has a name that ends in A and sounds like you better marry that girl and hold it down. But also, mind you, she's gonna be a little
Okay, this one wrong.
I'll be pissed if I'm sleeping with a girl and I don't have a mirror in the room. They're looking at you, looking at them,
yeah,
it's
this
like,
is good.
look at us.
Yeah,
That
I was
mirror.
just with a chick recently that had a mirror on her wall.
Damn.
Well, she was riding me, and I'm just like looking up.
That's one of my
Points
favorite.
to the ceiling.
Yes.
There are 4 right options and only 2 wrong directions.
I love this podcast is so awesome because it's just men confidently being dumb as hell.
That rules, dude.
It's just like and then look at him looking up. Had a mirror on her wall.
On the friggin' floor.
Yes, never seen it from this angle before.
I think I'm gonna make a room just full of mirrors
Mirror room.
and make a bed out of a mirror.
To make a bed out of a mirror, you'd cut yourself.
This is truly deranged.
Thank you.
That was.
I think that, you know what's funny is I had watched so much of their content that I had formed my opinion. And so you do need
I'm
to kind of go on a
descending.
journey. You have to go on a journey first.
I don't know. There's also an element of like, okay, this was pick me. Now it's like a little scary.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to do that.
In some relationships, it's a thing where like the girl doesn't come all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
You're not gonna figure out how to make your girl come.
I would
I
cry.
would not allow that.
It's my job.
My favorite comment, by the way, on that one is the second comment where it says, I have 3 to 4 organisms every time.
I don't know. Again, it's like baby's first considerateness. Do you know what I mean?
No, literally.
I know if they're faking it, if they still look hot while they're finishing. When they start doing the fuck, I twitched the. Oh. That's when you know they finished.
If it's not looking like an exorcist in there.
You're definitely onto something.
You don't have to publish it. You can just hang out.
It's like
just have this conversation privately.
I promise you that most of their podcasts, to my knowledge, wasn't about sex, but they only clip the sex stuff.